back and welcome to another tag video. I will leave a playlist of all the tag videos I have done listed up here because I like doing a tag video, but I feel like I haven't done one in a while and then two come along at once. What is up with that? This is the Honest BookTuber Tag, and I saw this video on Bethany's channel, so I will leave that in the description box, and I will also leave a link to the original video in the description box as well, so you can go and check that out. So yeah, this should be quite an interesting discussion video. I loved watching Bethany's discussion, so here we go. Question 1 is, have you ever lied about reading a book? So I haven't said that I've read a book in a wrap-up or in a book haul or a tag or anything like that when I literally haven't read the book. Occasionally I will include a book in my wrap-up that I am almost finished with. I sometimes do my wrap-ups a couple of days before the end of the month, or we'll wait until a couple of days after, and so there might be like a few pages here or there between it being in the month of June versus the month of July, and I don't think that that really matters to me whether I count it in my June reading or my July reading. So generally, if I am almost finished with a book, it will go in the wrap-up because I've read enough of it to talk about it quite eloquently. And even when it comes to reading a book for school and things like that, I never wanted to look stupid, so I generally had read the book. Yeah, I can't think of any other occasion where I would have lied about reading a book, but yeah, that's that. Question 2, have you ever avoided a book because of controversy around the author or the content? I really don't think I've kind of had any books that I've read or that I want to read that do have controversy. I think some of the books that do have more controversy around them have aren't on my radar anyway, or aren't on my reading list or wish list anyway. There's been recent controversy around Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I read that close to when it was first out and I didn't really enjoy it, so the fact that there's now controversy around it doesn't make me feel bad or doesn't make me want to not admit to having read it. There is one particular author that I stopped reading their books because they were very friendly with me when they didn't have many books out and didn't have big publishing deals, and wanted me to talk about their books on my blog. I was in their acknowledgements and I was sent their review copies and things like that, and then they got a bigger publishing deal, and I then was not in favour any longer. I was not given any communication, and I bumped into this author at an event, and they basically either pretended to or just genuinely didn't know me when they'd specifically sought me out at other book events and said, "Oh, Catriona, blah blah blah," whereas they then acted like they didn't know me at another book event. So I don't read their books anymore, but I think that's a perfectly valid reason, and lots of other people read their books. That's why they've been given a big publishing deal. But yes, I no longer read their books anymore. That's my own controversy. Question 3, have you ever been sent a book for free and not disclosed it? I don't believe so. A few other booktubers have said that they will talk about it when they haul it, the fact that they've been sent it for review by the publisher, or also in their wrap-ups and things like that, the fact they've been sent it for review by the publisher, but then if they're talking about it at the end of the year in a favourites video, or if they're talking about it in a tag video like this one, they might not then say for a third or fourth time, this was sent to me for review by a publisher. And also, if it's the kind of book that's going to be in those videos, it might be the kind of book that I have already purchased myself anyway. Books are sent for me for review, and sometimes I end up buying the audiobook or the hardback or the physical book, or I will have already pre-ordered the book. So I might have been sent a copy for review, but I then might have subsequently gone on to buy it in a book haul or in a TBR. I will always say if a book has been sent to me for free, just because, shout out to that publisher. I have a couple of publishers that send me books from the UK to my home here in Denver that I've been working with for many, many years, and they still continue to send me books here, even though they have to send them across the Atlantic. So I'm always going to be wanting to thank them. So yeah, obviously I know that other people will sometimes be sent things and talk about it without disclosing the fact that it's for free, but there are now laws surrounding that, so I think you pretty much have to. Yeah. Question 4, have you ever bought a book with no intention of reading it? Obviously, I bought books that are gifts for other people. Obviously, I've bought books that I have all the intention of reading, and then never get round to reading it. But I would never buy a book without having the intention of reading it. If I am buying a book instead of borrowing it from the library, then you know it's because either I've already read it and, you know, was sent a review copy and then I'm buying a finished copy, or I want to read it right away. If I'm not sure whether I want to read a book or not, I'll borrow it from the library. That's how that works. That's the good thing. It's they take returns. They want you to bring it back in 3 weeks time. So yeah, obviously, like I say, gift books and things like that. And I don't think I have any that I've bought as like classics or kind of coffee table books that I have no intention of reading either. I know I'm not a classics reader, so as pretty as they are, I'm probably not going to be buying one anytime soon. Question 5, have you ever got caught up in booktube drama? No is the very short answer to this. Number 1, this channel isn't big enough for me to be involved in any booktube drama, and number 2, even if there was drama going around that I could possibly be involved in, I just wouldn't, because I'm 34 and I'm not about that at all. So nope, definitely not. Question 6, have you ever had a hate comment and did you respond? I've had a couple of nasty comments that I've just blocked straight away, commenting on various different aspects of myself and nothing to do with what I'm talking about in the video. So I just blocked those, but YouTube's pretty good at making sure that they go into like possible spam comments anyway that I need to review. I've had a couple of comments on my book versus movie videos that disagree with what I'm saying or suggest that I am always of the opinion that the film should be exactly the same as the book, which is why I now disclose at the beginning that I am aware that a book and a film are not different, and the only reason I'm discussing them is so that you guys can be informed as to how the book compares to the film, because I know some people do want the book to be exactly the same as the film, to be exactly the same as the book, and sometimes that's not the case. And so it's good to know before paying your money to go and see something in the cinema whether it is worth it or not. I did have one comment on a video that suggested that I am obviously not a reader, and that one kind of threw me for 6, and I did respond to that one, probably in a slightly passive-aggressive way. But yeah, if somebody suggests that I'm not a reader, I'm like, well, go and have a look at the books that I've read on BookTube, go and have a look at, on Goodreads even, go and have a look at how long I've had my book blog and the depth that I go into in my written reviews, as well as the depth that I go into talking about books here, because you're just actually wrong. Yeah, anyway, question number 7, have you ever made a video because you knew it would get views? Again, my channel isn't kind of big enough for that. I will say that when it comes to talking about book versus movie videos for movies that just come out, I do try and make those as quickly as possible, because then I know that they're out there for you as a viewer to use in a decision whether you're going to pay the money to go and see the movie in the cinema. And also, some of the book versus movie videos I make, I know that I'm in the minority of making them, because not everyone's read the book that's going to see the movie, and not everyone that has read the book is going to see the movie. Did that make sense what I said? Yes. Not everyone going to see the movie has read the book. That's another option. So those ones I probably make quicker. Like, I end up making them when I come in from the movie theatre at like 11, 12 at night, rather than waiting until the next day, so I can get them up as quickly as possible. And the fact that I went down the book versus movie route is because I made a couple of them and they got more views than a lot of my other videos. So that's why I will make the effort to read the book, even if I'm not 100% sure whether I'm going to enjoy it. But I still want to see the movie, and I like looking at how they compare as well, and how one is done differently to the other. So yeah, when it comes to book versus movie videos, I don't do those just for views, but I do them in a certain way to help with the views. And then the flip side of that is the fact that I make weekly movie reviews here, even though the views on those rarely break into double figures. I still continue to make them because some people watch them, and I go and see the movies, so I may as well talk about them. I go and see them, so sitting down and talking about them on here and then putting the video out there doesn't really cause me a lot of extra time and trouble, and it's a way for me as well to document the movies that I've seen with the various movie subscriptions that I've had over the time. So yeah, so those really don't get many views, but I continue to make those, so that's the flip side of that question as well. Number 8, if you could go back to the beginning of your channel, would you do anything differently? I mean, probably not. I would have liked to have started this channel sooner than I did. I've had my book blog. Well, I've been writing book reviews for a blog since 2011. I've had my own blog since 2012. I was a contributor on someone else's before that. And so I would have liked to have branched into making booktube videos sooner, but I just simply didn't have the time. The last couple of years before starting this channel, I was really struggling to get through the books that I wanted to read and to attend the book events that I wanted to attend. But I would have liked to have been able to do it whilst I was still going to as many book events as I was in London. I would sometimes have months where I was going to 2 events a week, and you've seen from the videos that I've made of book events in the UK when I've been back in the UK, the amount that I go to and that I still get invited to now. I would have liked to have documented that on video somehow as well. So in terms of a difference, it would have been nice to have started sooner than I did, but realistically I really wasn't able to. Then there are 3 videos at the start of this channel where I accidentally filmed the wrong way, because I film on my phone. I filmed the wrong way, and so they are the wrong way round, and it annoys me, and I have considered removing them. I've considered refilming them, rereading the book that I talk about, but they're there and they're part of the process. Like, every channel goes through a process. I would like to film another sort of introductory video to my channel, because again, that video was filmed right before I moved. So that video was filmed in England and against my old bookshelves, and it's not the best but that's something that could easily be rectified. So yeah, just those couple of things really. Shaking the apartment, this thunder. Wow. Question number 9. Are there channels you wish you could be more like? My channel is my channel. My channel is my place, my place that, you come to see me talk in my way about videos. I think that It's quite unique in some ways because obviously I'm a Brit living in America. I have been a blogger before coming here, and there are things that I do that other people don't do, like, you know, go all over the country and between here in the UK, all over that country, and sort of follow things around there. And so yeah, my channel's unique. I wouldn't want to be like anyone else's channel. I absolutely love the evolution that Ariel, like original booktube person, the first person to start calling it booktube, that her channel has had over the years. And whilst I admire that and I absolutely love it, I know that I couldn't do that. That's not me, that's not my style. And meeting up with other booktubers is always interesting and always fun. But again, their style is their style and it's not my style. And their style of going to book events and their style of going to book signings, again, it's not my style, but that's their style and that's their channel. So no, I really don't wish that my channel was more like any of them. Obviously, we all would like some more subscribers and some more views, but again, that's not something that really bugs me a whole lot. I don't lose any sleep over it. And finally, this kind of, the comments that I made there lead into question 10, and that is, what's something that you love about your channel? Obviously, like I say, there is things that make my channel unique. I know that there are probably other people who are from other countries living in a different country talking about books on the internet, but you know, that's one unique thing about my channel. And I love the fact that I can look through my videos and see where I've been and what I've been doing. You know, I have footage from London Book Fair, and then I have footage from BookCon. I have footage from an author event in Liverpool, and then I have footage from an author event in Denver. I have you know, footage from libraries in Utah and in Kansas, and then I have footage from libraries in Harrogate. And I like the fact that my channel's quite well traveled, and then the different people that have been on my channel, the different authors that I've showcased from book events, and then the fact that my mum's been in some of my videos, and the fact that my husband's been in some of my videos, the fact that some other booktubers have been in some of my videos, and some other book bloggers have been in some of my videos. Like, I really like that. I like the variety that's on my channel. I also like the fact that I've made whole book talks talking about non-fiction books, whole book talks talking about young adult fiction, thrillers, women's fiction. I've profiled different authors. I talk about the audiobooks that I read. I talk about the library books that I read. I just like the variety. I don't think that there's a specific niche that my channel falls into, and I quite like that. I'm quite proud of that. And I hope you enjoy that too. If you can think of anything else that you really like about my channel, then do let me know in the comments if I've missed anything. And yeah, if you want to comment on any of the other answers that I've given here, obviously this is all honest and full disclosure, and this is me and this is my channel. So I hope you enjoyed this tag. If you want to see more videos like that, please subscribe so that my next video lands in your subscription feed. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will be back with another video soon, so I will see you then. Bye.